Welcome back. Well, we have Francine Brokaw here. I want to get him right in the picture.
That's not Francine, that's
No,
Mickey.
this is Mickey, but Francine's going to talk about Mickey and the 100-year anniversary of the company.
Disney Company.
Disney Company, yes. It's been around forever, and Mickey doesn't look a day over 5.
No, he's a cutie, he's a cutie. But you know what, coming down here, I started thinking of all the ways the company has influenced our lives over these years with characters or music or movies or the theme parks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There's a fish tank in my doctor's office, and there's a little clownfish in there, and everybody always says, hey, it's Nemo.
It's Nemo, exactly.
And you see a deer, and you think it's Bambi. Mm-hmm. So it's just so, they've just been part of our lives,
right,
for how many generations?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know, every company goes through its struggles as well. And although you wouldn't think that Disney had gone through any struggles, but you know, they have struggles just like every other company.
Oh, yeah.
Where they might lose money from one year to the next, and they have to revamp because maybe something isn't working.
Yes, but you know, they seem to keep coming through, and I think they're a mainstay in our lives, I hope.
Yeah.
And you know, you see a train or something, you think, oh, I wish the monorail would come through here or something. It's just in city, I mean, it comes into our lives. The whole company has affected us in so many ways.
Right.
In so many ways.
Right.
And you know, we've all made memories from Disney.
Exactly. And you know, people save a lot of money just so they could go there because
Yes.
that's what their vacation is, because they want their kids to experience what they've experienced, right? Like you said, it's generational. So then when you go and you take them to the Haunted Mansion or the Pirates of the Caribbean, you're like, well, you know what, this used to be different when I had it, because they make modifications.
Well, yeah, they evolve. That's what I think keeps them. So they keep their main focus, but then they evolve through the years, which keeps everything fresh.
Right.
And my sister's going to bring her grandchildren here next month for the first time.
Oh, wow.
They're going to experience Disneyland.
Okay. And how old are they, the young ones?
6 and 4.
See, that's a great age, because the 4-year-old can keep up, because you know the park is so big. You have to have the stroller, and you have to have all the goodies and everything else. And so, well, you were just there not too long ago with their celebration. So what happened?
Well, that was the precursor to the opening of Toontown, which is going to open in a few weeks.
Okay.
And it's been gone. It's been closed for a year.
Okay.
And they have completely redone it, and I can't wait to get back there next week to see what they've done, because they have a little park inside now. It's going to be a great place for families and just to relax from the hubbub of, you know, Main Street and all the crowds and everything. It's going to be a great place, but also they are redoing Pacific Wharf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know the movie Big Hero 6?
Okay.
They're redoing it into, I always get this name wrong, San Francisco. San Francisco. So it's going to just look like, well, in a way, San Francisco, obviously.
Okay.
But taken from the movie. So they're incorporating that into it. So that'll be opening in the summer.
Okay.
Toontown will be opening in March. And then we've got more things rolling out through the year, and I'm not privy to a lot of them yet.
I was going to say, do you have any idea what they're actually doing for the Toontown? Because Toontown was really based on characters and fun little rides. Is it going to change much? Do you know?
Well, no, they've added, that's what I was there for, they've added Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is now...
and you said that you liked it.
That's my favorite ride so far. But it's, you know, they do have Mickey's house and all the homes and the play places for the characters, and they're going to be a lot of characters in there.
Okay.
And it's going to just be a fun, relaxing place to go, I think. I mean, obviously, there's going to have things that's, you know, exciting.
Right.
But I think it's just going to be a fun place to let's just head on over to Toontown for a little while.
Right. Now, let's talk about some of the other areas that are in Disneyland. Like, for instance, I haven't been there in a long time, but you know, the Matterhorns. The Matterhorn is still there, and has that changed much?
You know, I've only been on that once because I don't do those rides.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they've changed the bobsleds over the years, and I've heard rumors about some of the things changing there. Obviously, you know, they update the Haunted Mansion And they do the Christmas and the
that's
holidays
right,
there.
right.
But what I find fascinating is the Small World. They've updated that through the years.
I haven't seen that, yeah.
It used to be.
I mean, I have, but not under its
Well,
new
it used to
thing.
be just the little kids from around the world.
Yeah.
And then they added the Disney characters in there. So if you look closely, you can see Lilo in the Hawaiian area. And then there's they've just added so much. And then at the holiday time, they do change it up.
Right.
They do change it up.
Right.
But one thing that I found fascinating is the night shows now for the year.
Yeah. So they still have their fireworks show.
That's Wondrous Journeys in Disneyland.
Okay.
And it is fabulous. They've included 60 some odd movies and the projections around the whole park go along with the music. It's fascinating. And then over at Disney California Adventure, they have World of Color 1 on the water there. And that's a great place. That's a great evening show. So the nighttime spectaculars are fabulous this year.
Well, that's awesome. And the parades, they have still all the parades?
Yes, they're back to full strength on all their parades now.
Good, good. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is I had seen, I think it was on Instagram, is there's a ring, like a black ring that people noticed up in the sky. And of course, all this talk about balloons and UFOs, people were all freaked out, right? But it turns out that black ring is what they set off to see the direction of the wind, because they have to be very careful if it's too windy to have those fireworks.
I have been there several times when they've postponed the fireworks, or they've either postponed them for a time, or they have just canceled the fireworks. But that doesn't matter because the projections take over.
Oh, that's right.
And to me, I think it's just as nice without the fireworks. You know.
Well, they have ground display stuff too, right?
Pardon me?
They have ground display stuff too.
Oh, yeah,
so
they do.
If they don't have the fireworks in the air, they have a lot of other stuff
No, but
in
the
ground.
projections are all over the buildings. The buildings change, and the characters, like the 101 Dalmatians, are running along the buildings. It's just, sometimes I just don't even pay attention to the fireworks because the projections are just so fascinating.
Obviously Walt, who was the icon behind Disneyland, and here we are 100 years from the company. When you went there and they talked about the 100 years, what was maybe in your mind something that stood out?
It all started with a mouse.
It all started with a mouse.
I mean, this huge company started with this little fella here.
Right. And even though he has changed, he hasn't changed.
No.
It's like he has different outfits and he does different stuff, but he still looks the same for the most part.
He does, and he's still the happy-go-lucky fellow, and everybody knows Mickey Mouse around the whole world.
Exactly.
I mean, they've got the theme parks in Paris and in Shanghai, in Tokyo. They're just all over. So it's a worldwide company.
Yep, and it's going strong, as you had mentioned. I mean, I know through the pandemic there was a lot of crazy things that happened, but nonetheless, they still are able to come back and help everybody out and host the park open for everyone.
They did bounce back. Thanks to him.
Thanks to Mickey. All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right. If you want more information about anything that we have discussed, Francine hosts Beyond the Red Carpet, and she did a series of interesting facts about the 100-year Disney company. So you can watch Francine in Beyond the Red Carpet. If you'd like to know when those are, you can look at it right on our screen, Tuesday at 1 p.m., Thursdays at noon. We'll be right back.